Now, next question. What types of customer business issues or CBIs does Z-Line's products provide?
Right. We do talk to multiple tiers on it. And what I wanted to try to do is not focus on one particular product, but show them the value of our portfolio and what opportunities there can be. Cost savings, like I can talk about in our grease gun category, but I could also overlap that into some of my pumps. Um, we've taken an approach in a redevelopment. Our grease gun line, we just revamped, I believe it was October of last year. So, final quarter, we launched this new line. So, we worked on a new professional grade series that was focused to the heavy duty user, the one that's going to be using it often, that may be throwing money on the table. So we've developed a new plunger assembly on the inside that's a little thicker and more robust, but that's designed to push out all of the grease that comes out of the tube. Because sometimes when you're using these other grease guns out on the market that are more economy, you're throwing money away. So not only for that reason, but we wanted something that performed. So we're able to get something that's more cost effective for the purchase up front, but then it's cost effective for the savings long run for the user. So that was one of the focus areas that we looked at what the market is, especially right now with the grease category, with electric vehicle batteries becoming more popular and the mining getting more expensive. Lithium costs are through the roof, and most commercial greases are lithium based. So for the foreseeable future, that price probably isn't coming down. So this is a great opportunity to help customers save money. So not only does my grease gun perform better, but I can save you down the long run. Emergency preparedness, we do have some products available in that category. A siphon pump may not sound like a wonderful thing when you first talk about it. I mean, a pump's a pump, right? But what we usually see are, how do you talk about how do you use these pumps? Because some guys may use it for things like washer fluid, may use diesel exhaust fluid, but we've actually found out that these are compatible with drinking water. They're food grade, so we do see a lot of uptick when natural disasters occur, especially during hurricane season, where they'll deploy these out to water drums to use it to dispense water from the drums. And obviously, while the water and sewage systems aren't up and operational, so we have products that can cross sell into those markets. The productivity category, we have solutions that are portable. We have many different equipment packages that they may use a pneumatic pump with a meter nozzle, or they'll have a standard hose or a hose reel, but you can move the cart where you need it. So you're not stuck with your being limited to one spot of your shop where it's stored, where the tech has to walk halfway across the building to go refill it. You can actually bring this to your application and move it around the shop seamlessly. And then safety. Safety is always a big thing, especially in today's age, because we know that workplace accidents can happen. A lot of companies are more cognizant of it than they were in the past. I mean, 30 years ago, people probably didn't care as much about a slip hazard as they do today. But we do have different innovations in some of our pumps, like this particular lever action pump. And I have another model that has something very comparable to it, where the spout on the front just flips down when you're ready to dispense. Typical on another pump that doesn't do that, you're going to lose some fluid. It's still going to drip out from the priming or the after effect, and it's going to wind up on the floor. So not only are you going to have wasted money in the form of oil being thrown away, but you have a trip hazard. So technically, not only is it safety, but it's a cost savings for the consumer or the shop owners and managers as well. Simply, all you do is you flip it back up into the up position. It keeps the fluid from coming out of it, being wasted, or creating a spill hazard. So as far as the whole umbrella goes, we have a lot of different product opportunities. And then some of these not only fit into one specific category of a CBI, but they can be applied throughout the whole big picture.
Awesome. And I have two comments about everything that you talked about. First, grease guns. I always hated them. There was one shop where the grease gun never seemed to work right. And there was always leftover grease, and quite a bit that was just getting thrown away because you couldn't scoop it out and put it into a new tube when you refill it. So there'd be leftover grease, but then also when you put in a brand new stick, sometimes maybe it was that particular model, maybe it was broken or something like that. I'm not sure, but it always seemed to be difficult to get it primed and ready to go and operate, or it'd be very difficult. So grease guns are like a bane to me almost. And then as far as the slip hazard that you talk about, the flip up, I wish the shops that I worked at had that feature available when I was a mechanic, because there were plenty of times where, yes, there's oil on the ground, there's windshield washer fluid, which can be a little slippery as well, or other liquids of some sort. So, really great features, and I can definitely see the value in those products in helping to prevent slips and falls, or just helping reduce cost savings, or reduce the expenditure of cost. So, great. Thank you for going through all of that.